Hello, hello, everyone. Happy New Year. So this is a quick live. I'm doing this quick live stream before my next meeting in a couple of minutes. But I wanted to share some quick tips, especially because I had a session today. It was on TV, but I was talking about like career tips for 2024. But right now, I want to be really, really specific about business analysis because, of course, that's what I teach, that's what I do. So if you're just joining, let me know in the chat where you're joining from. Okay. Let me know where you are joining me from. What's your location? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, if my audio is coming through clearly. Can you hear me? I am multi-streaming. Texas. All right, awesome. India. Awesome. Let me know where you're joining me from, wherever you can see this live stream. All right, awesome. So I wanted to share some quick tips. So 7 career tips for 2024. Hi. Let me know where you're joining me from. Toronto. Hi, Grace. Hi, Ide. Hello. Hi, Sona. All right. So quick tips. We had a webinar. I think that was last week, and I was sharing these strategies with people who were on that webinar. But I wanted to kind of give a quick overview. The last time we were live, which was on Zoom last week. If you joined, I showed you the strategies that I use to kind of see, what are the trends. And I shared a post today, talking about getting started in a new career, especially if you're moving to a new career in the new year, things you need to do. Right. So the first thing is knowing how to upskill. If you're going to move into a new career path, you need to upskill. And this is not the time to not have in-demand skills. So you have to have skills that are in demand, really important. So look at, the jobs that you're trying to get into. What do the job descriptions say? Do you have those skills? If you don't have those skills, learn them. Like, get trainings. There's nothing you can't get training on as at today. So get training, get the coaching that you need. Upskilling is a must right now. You need to have in-demand skills. Hello. Hi, Funlola. Hello. Hi, Morenike. So get in-demand skills. Really important that you do that. So upskill, and that could also just be maybe attending a conference, attending a workshop, attending webinars, or taking a training, right? And then you could get the training, you can get certifications. That's all still part of upskilling. But really focus on what is in demand, right? And then also focus on the skills that you already have. If you already have skills that are in demand, focus on the ones that you are your weaknesses. So we do what we call like a SWOT analysis, right? Which is basically strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So what are your strengths? How can we leverage your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Those are the areas where you would need to upskill quickly. What are the opportunities for you based on your skills? So, for example, if you already have, which is my second tip, industry specific knowledge, you can leverage that as a strength. So, if you've always worked in healthcare, in government, in financial services, how can I leverage that experience? I was speaking to someone last month, and that person worked for an insurance company, and the person is a new immigrant, and that person was working in customer service in an insurance company, and that person had insurance experience from Nigeria, right? Over 10 years of experience, was a manager in one of the insurance companies in Nigeria. And we got talking. I'm like, why are you not working as a business analyst in this company when there are over 10 open roles for business analysts? You have the industry knowledge and experience. So don't discard the fact that, you come from India, Nigeria, Ghana, you come from another continent. That doesn't matter. So leverage those strengths and then look at, okay, I don't have some strong business analysis skills, but I know the insurance industry. I know healthcare. I know the pharmaceutical industry. I know the education industry. How can I leverage that? And so we talked about the kind of trainings that he needed to take, at the business analysis school. So leverage that, upskill as quickly as you can. I also believe that right now, every one of us should have data skills. During the webinar last week, we're looking at job descriptions, and 8 out of 10 we're asking for data skills. So this is not the time to not be data savvy, have great Excel skills, SQL, visualization tools, whether it's Tableau or Power BI, either of them, you need to have those skills right now, especially if you want to, land those jobs around, business analysis, as well. That's really important for you. So data skills is a must right now. It's a must for you to increase your analytical capabilities. We all need to know how to work with data. It's a data-driven world. We can't run away from it at all. So imagine having, great industry experience, 10 plus years, for example, having data skills, and then learning some other new skills. That just increases your chances of landing a job compared to someone who doesn't have those skills. So right now you want to focus on how can I sell myself better. Also looking at, in-demand skills, AI, there's a lot of AI business analyst roles, AI product manager roles, right? So a lot of AI focused roles and data focused roles are what we're seeing right now. So you want to make sure you have skills like data, and you want to get ahead and start building skills like AI. AI is here to stay. So the earlier you accept it, the better. AI is here to stay. It is here to stay. So the earlier you accept it, the better. The people who jumped in on the fact when data became such a big deal, they were people who got the most jobs, made the most money because they were, the earliest data analysts, data engineers, data scientists. So nothing is stopping you right now from knowing that AI is going to be the same way everyone can, a lot of people have data skills now, the same way people are going to have AI skills in the future, right? And the future is not so far away anymore. So how about you start to learn these skills right now? There's a lot of AI business analysts, AI product manager, AI this, AI that. And in the next year, it's going to be way more. Same way data is required from every one of us. So those kinds of in-demand skills, you want to have that. Also, we are seeing a lot of cybersecurity focused roles as well, with all the hacks and all of that. There's no one that could say, I don't know anyone who hasn't been hacked somehow, whether it's social media or even a company. So cybersecurity as well is another area that I definitely recommend that you look into, getting some cybersecurity analysis skills and all of that. Really important that you look into what are the in-demand skills, what is hot, what is hot right now within these industries, and then leverage your industry skills. Also, project management, right? The truth is, there's no role that doesn't, have projects. Whether even if it's social media, even if it's marketing or events, you're still managing projects. So building your project management skills, really important that you do that. Familiarize yourself with very, very important, methodologies, the agile in itself, the approach of Scrum. For larger companies, SAFe, you want to make sure that you are learning these project management methodologies, especially the agile methodologies too as well, and that you can apply them to your day-to-day activities. We can't run away from, being sound in project management. So that's another, skill area that I highly, highly recommend that we, get involved in. Another thing is, I'll definitely recommend is looking for new opportunities, right? A lot of times we're looking for a new job, but sometimes it might be within our company that we can find that new opportunity. Keep your eyes peeled at work. Let your manager know, if you have career goals within that company, let them know. Take on new responsibilities at work. Don't be scared to raise your hand for new opportunities. Do that within your company. Like I shared earlier, a lot of us are probably working at companies where there are opportunities for business analysts, product managers, project managers. If you understand the system, the process, and you've taken on some training, you've upskilled, there is no reason why you shouldn't be applying for those jobs, right? Or telling your manager that they should give you a shot. Also, it is consulting. I've been saying this for a while, and whenever I start to say these things, after a while, you see it happening. Like I talked about the whole layoffs and things like that, is that you would see that a lot of companies will be hiring more consultants than full-time staff. So what that means is that some companies that can't afford to hire a lot of employees would rather hire consultants that they pay an hourly fee or they pay a retainer to work on a project at a time. So you want to look at what are the experiences I have, what are the skills I have that I can offer to organizations as a consultant. So consulting is definitely another area that you want to start to look into to increase your earning capacity as well. It's definitely an area where you can grow your income really quickly because you can work with multiple clients and you basically, own your time. Another tip that I have for you all is building your professional network. You have to network. Use LinkedIn. I say this all the time. Use LinkedIn. When you use LinkedIn and you use LinkedIn the right way, when you use it the right way, there is no reason why you shouldn't be getting opportunities come to you through LinkedIn. My LinkedIn profile and my feed is so curated that I don't know, all through the year, like since the 1st of January till date, I've only been seeing people getting new jobs. People are getting new jobs. So where are they getting hired? What organizations are hiring? What industries are hiring? I was chatting with someone today, and we've been talking about the best industries that have been hiring right now. And I said, for us at the business analysis school, a lot of our students are getting jobs in the financial services. We've seen manufacturing, we've seen healthcare, government, right? So we're seeing these industries as industries that are still hiring. So build your network, talk to people, let people know you're looking for new opportunities, connect with people on LinkedIn, network, talk to your alumni associations, join professional associations, volunteer there, be a part of that organization. It's really important that you build your network. This is not the time to be shy at all about your career goals. And then once you land those opportunities, make sure you negotiate strategically, right? You negotiate really, really well. Yes, salary, is great. Know what the salary benchmarks are, but also look at, other opportunities for you. So maybe hybrid work, maybe some other perks that would make sense for you based on your level of experience. So make sure you negotiate well and even just talk about your future. A lot of times people negotiate and they think about now, but what about the future? What about things that could happen for you? I have negotiated a role whereby we talked about what the next steps are going to be and what that would look like for my next role and my next job title after the current project. So there's no reason why you shouldn't make the negotiation conversation very, very open in terms of what you want to achieve. So those are some tips that I have for you. And then also just get the coaching and mentorship you need, get training, really important that you do that. We cannot stop improving ourselves at all. Um, I'll see if I can take any questions before I jump off because I have another meeting. But I wanted to share these quick tips with anyone, who needs this because I have been getting some questions in my DMs, especially for people who want to start the new year, in a new career. So someone says, what's the procedure to learn the course in Canada? For if anyone who's interested in our courses at Business Analysis School, we are starting classes on Saturday. So send a DM or comment ready, and then you get a DM or send a DM, whichever works for you, or reach out to us on our numbers. I think I posted the numbers today. Reach out to us. We're happy to share more about our programs. And with our programs, we focus on teaching you business analysis core skills, the practical training, providing you with the career coaching. You work on a project, but also with specializations, because as I said earlier, we need to focus on in-demand skills. So things like product management, project management, AI, cybersecurity, agile, scrum, data analysis. These are areas that we're focusing on in terms of specializations within our program so that our students are not just business analysts, but they also have specialized skills as well. So Funlola says, what skills are required for consulting? You can consult on anything. So you can consult on anything, Funlola. The skills required basically are the same skills you use at work, right? The same skills you use at work. So you can provide your consulting, say, for example, you are a great operations person. You can be an operations consultant, right? You can be a business consultant providing strategy, which is something that I do personally. So you can provide strategy for businesses. You can be a communications consultant, media consultant. Looking at where your core skills and experiences are, you can provide consulting in that area as well. You can provide consulting in that area. All right, any other questions? So those are, tips that I have for you all, in terms of how you can get started, in the new year, in that new career. And, don't be scared or afraid to take that leap, take that chance. For those of you who didn't meet those career goals in 2023, now is the time to, get back to the field and start working. You're welcome. I was looking at some statistics today. I was just reading. I like to read. I read every day. And I was reading some statistics because I like to always know like what's happening. But a lot of the statistics say that, there would be an increase this year in job opportunities this year. And I think everyone should do that. Go and look at the statistics in your country, see what what the in-demand skills are, what's the earning potential as well, for you in your in your country. Also, the IIBA has some insights on the website that you can also look out for too as well. That can also be helpful for you. What's my LinkedIn page? Eno Eka. You can find me on LinkedIn. Eno Eka. That's me on LinkedIn. You can find me on LinkedIn. Eno Eka. So yeah. Any final questions? Any final questions? If not, we will definitely wrap it up here. I'm preparing for my CBAP. I'm not clear what next. Industry, landing a job, maybe mentorship. So Abiola, that's a great question. So you're preparing for your CBAP. Well, I wish you success. Is not an easy exam, but I pray you pass. So preparing for the exam. So once you get your CBAP, Abiola, I recommend getting some career coaching. So in terms of the industry, it really depends on you. Do you want to remain in the same industry you're currently in? Do you want to move industries? So the good thing about business analysis is that you can work in any industry. So get your CBAP and then get some career coaching. And at that point, you would need to rework your resume, because now you're looking for business analyst roles. So you want to make sure you're using the right words, the right keywords on your resume to help you land that job. And then you need to learn how to speak like a business analyst. So using the right words during your interview, as well. So definitely getting that, that support you need in terms of career coaching and maybe mentorship as well. But you might not need to change industries. That really just depends on you. How does one find contract roles in the US or Canada when one has a UK visa? Is a visa required to get contract roles? Frank, from my experience, US and Canada, you're actually required to have at least a work permit or permanent residency, is what I've seen, to get, even if it's a contract job. I haven't seen a contract job given to someone who doesn't have any residency or any permits at all. Yeah. You're welcome. You are welcome. Okay, any final questions? This was just a quick 30-minute live. I will try to do more live streams. I actually enjoy them. It's just that, time is not my best friend these days. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. I do appreciate you all. Thank you for jumping on this quick live stream with me. I will save it on my profile, so make sure you share with anyone who would find this useful. And I will see you all. Class starts on Saturday. Send a DM if you want to join us in class. Bye.